Hello everyone, welcome to another Watching a Demo Having a Beer, where we talk about the beer that we've been drinking recently and what demo scene production that reminds us of vaguely, subjectively, randomly. So I haven't been doing this kind of videos for a very long time, so I have not one, not two, but three beers and three demos to show you today. Let's get started with the first one. The first one is Humalove 3. It's a monster. The Monster Beneath Our Bed, Imperial American Dark Ale by Humalove. We got this in Finland 1 or 2 years back when Christina went there for the last time. She brought a whole bunch of random beers from Finland. I think that's where they came from. Might be a friend that brought us as well. Anyways, it's made in Finland. It was pretty decent, slightly bitter, but overall very enjoyable. Was a decent kind of beer. Um, since it's black and white and it's made in Finland, the first demo that came to my mind was TE2RB by TPOLM, and it hasn't been featured on this playlist before, so TE2RB by TPOLM, a very classic demo scene release, was like one of the most famous releases for the design age of demo scene, where you start having high res stuff, very stylized, instead of actually trying to break the boundaries of what the machine could do. Uh, so yeah, I think it was released originally on the DOS days. Yeah, I think. Well, I can check instead of guessing. It was released at the Gathering '98, got third place, and then it got ported to Windows later on by Wister, I believe, with an extra features and stuff like that. So, anyways, TE2RB by the Planet of Leather Moments. The second beer that I drank recently and was having a very hard time figuring out what demo would go along with this one is Omnipolo Moki. And well, it is very colorful, but I couldn't think of any demo that was really this colorful. I did think of going maybe psychedelic, so I thought of Stash, especially because there are some spermatozoids here on this little corner, and Stash also had some reference to that. But Stash by TBL, for those who don't know, already had been featured on this series, so I decided let's try to find some other reference. And reading the description, of what contains the beer. It says mango, pineapple, passion fruit, peach, smoothie sour. So I thought, what has a lot of fruits and it's a smoothie? Well, Ninjadev released an entry, a 64K intro at Soulskogan this previous year, we're already in 2021, called Smoothie. And it features a lot of different fruits getting swish-swashed. And and it's pretty good 64K. Ninjadev been doing a lot of cool stuff, very fresh style. So I think you guys are gonna like it if you don't know it already. So check out Smoothie. And the last entry that I wanted to present, well, I was drinking this beer by Sardine Brewery called Tordesilhas. And for those who don't know what Tordesilhas is, the beer is a Portuguese Empire stout with cocoa, cinnamon, chili, and vanilla. So what Tordesilhas represents is a treaty that we did with Spain many years ago, and I'm going to look up Wikipedia, which I probably should have done before. I want to know the exact name. 1494. So this was before we officially discovered, before Cristobal Colombo officially found the United States and that kind of stuff. I think they had found some islands already and they knew that something was there. So we got together, Portugal and Spain, to figure out how to divide the world, sea exploration, without getting on top of each other's toes. So we decided a certain meridian where the Spanish people will explore to one side and the Portuguese people will explore to the other side, and there would be no wars or anything like that trying to take care of that. And it ended up being beneficial to us, which, because that meridian would define what would later be Brazil for Portugal, where we would colonize Brazil. And this is why Spain took everything else and decided to pillage it like hell. And instead, Portugal took Brazil and colonized it instead of bleeding it dry from gold and silver and that kind of stuff. But also there was a lot of slavery going on. Anyways, I digress. So Tordesilhas as a word, it's I think it's a city in Spain if I'm not mistaken, but it's known as a treaty between Portugal and Spain to divide the world back in the 14th, 15th century. So what this means in terms of demo scene, this also became like a way for you to reach the other side of the world and bring special spices and stuff like that, because cinnamon and chili wasn't native in Europe, and this beer has that. So that's the special twist that it has. It includes cocoa, cinnamon, chili, and vanilla, which most of them are not things that would be native to Europe. But we had them in Portugal at the time because of the Treaty of Tordesilhas. Anyways, a demo that would symbolize this has to be some sort of relationship with Spain, obviously. I couldn't really find anything about cinnamon. I guess there's a demo with cinnamon buns, but that would be a bit more far-fetched. I believe that's Finnish demo. But yeah, so and we went to a lot of Spanish demo parties during the years. I remember one demo party in particular that we went to was If Party 06 in Valencia, and at that demo party I went with Genio and Chernobyl and Evil probably. We had a packed car, so there were a few of us, and I gave a lecture called Como Joder la Escena, which translated means how to fuck the demo scene, or fuck with the demo scene. And what would happen was that I prepared a presentation on the different ways that you would be evolving, and Genio didn't see the presentation, and he was translating the presentation in real time for Spanish. So I would say it in English, and Genio would translate it to Spanish. So I knew that Genio hadn't seen the thing, so I started making the slides initially very easy, and then they started becoming very ludicrous and ridiculous and very hard to translate, just to screw with Genio, to make him fail at his translation efforts. And one of the things that I did was I was trying to explain where the demo scene came from. And as a joke, I said, okay, we were young, we had a lot of time with computers, and we just watched a lot of porn like everyone else, we had a very strong obsession with women with extremely large and voluptuous breasts. So I said all this and expected Genio to translate that into Spanish. And of course, most of the attending audience were Spanish people, and they laughed a lot at Genio trying to translate that, and he did a comic sketch about that, and the whole presentation was in this manner. I'm sad there is no video recording of that, because it was actually pretty fun. I think there was a camera there, it's just never been made public, maybe one day. Anyways, the people from Spain that were there, they really enjoyed the presentation, and they laughed a lot about it. And 1 year later, some guys from BiXo, which was a Spanish group, released this demo called Elixir at Breakpoint 2006. It was a remix of Robbie's Yadig, at least in the song. It was like saying that some of their members had a birthday, which is similar to the spirit behind Robbie's Yadig, a cult demo in the demo scene by now. And they mentioned the reference to this girls with voluptuous breasts thing that I did. So it's like it became a meme for them as well. The demo is fast made, not the best thing. It was Stage 7's first demo scene entry even. He became a respectable musician. Well, he was already a musician at the time, but he became more known, active in the demo scene after that. So this is the entry point of Stage 7 in the demo scene. And the demo is just funny. Don't take it too seriously. It's just BiXo guys partying. There's also reference to Ayame, which was a known Spanish singer, organizer of BG Party, where I have one of the worst hangovers of my life. And yeah, she was a party animal pretty much, and there are some references to that as well, and a few other things. Another iconic Spanish demo called Kilotrona, that's it, Kilotrona. Is also referenced there, which was a demo by Sole, I believe, or the people from Stravaganza. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, a lot of different little references there, which for the Spanish scene makes a lot of sense, and for other people maybe not so much. Anyways, that's the Spanish-Portuguese connection that I could think of, and I think you guys could enjoy this little trip down memory lane. Anyways, the demos are linked down here, also should pop up here on the video, so do check them out. All three of them are quite good and worth checking out. See you next video. Bye bye everyone. Take care.